Thank you, everybody, for being here this morning on a very important topic. And I also want to start by addressing the president's heinous comments against several of my colleagues. So I want to start by condemning the president for calling for 6 Democratic members of Congress, all of whom are patriots and all of whom served our country in various national security roles, to be hanged. It's the kind of thing we expect from a Saudi crown prince, not an American president. In fact, the president is currently the biggest accelerant of political violence in our country today. I want to say I'm grateful to my colleague Seth Moulton and all of my colleagues here for gathering us today as veterans of the global war on terrorism to address the lawlessness of this president. Seth and I served during the Iraq War, a war that was deeply flawed and a disaster of Republican policy. But it was, in fact, approved by Congress. The Constitution is clear. The nation can only go to war when Congress approves. This was true in Pearl Harbor. This is true after 9/11, and is still true today. That is why the president's actions in the Caribbean and any potential actions in Venezuela must be approved by Congress, considered by Congress. As an expert in international law and the law of war, as a JAG and an NSC advisor that advised senior leadership, both military and civilian, on when it was appropriate to go to war and the conduct of war, I have serious reservations about the legality of the president's strikes and concerns about the jeopardy that puts our service members in. I will tell you, as a prosecutor, as a JAG prosecutor, I was only following orders is not a valid excuse for committing war crimes. I've warned specifically senior officials in the Department of Defense, both uniform and civilian, about this issue. If there's a threat to our nation, we will meet it. If not, we should not put our sons and daughters in harm's way. I thank Seth for putting forth this legislation as a check on a war of choice in Venezuela, and I'm honored to stand here with my fellow Democratic veterans holding the line. Thank you.